Do I have to stop wanting my desire for it to manifest? This comes from a subscriber on my channel. She posted this as a question on one of my videos. I don't remember which one, but she asked, do I have to stop wanting, because she's heard from a lot of different teachers saying that you can't want it, that otherwise it won't come. I want to get to this in a different way for you. Hopefully, I intend for all of you guys to it really helps you and get out of this idea of all these little rules and hoops and things that you got to do and stop doing and want, just to make it simple. All right, so stick with me to the end of the video, because I want to really clarify what this means, because it took me a minute. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it took me a minute to get this, but when you get it, and you are too. So welcome, my name is Rose, and welcome to The Rosey Life, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart so you can live a life that you truly love. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me, go to TheRoseyLife.com. I do one-on-one coaching, and you can also choose to be a part of the Rosey Life course and community, where we get together as a group and I answer your questions live every single Wednesday, unless I'm traveling, obviously, but I always come back. So you can go to TheRoseyLife.com. All the information is down below. All right, so do I have to stop wanting what I desire in order for it to manifest? First of all, let's get this out of the gate, right? That when you hear that, it sounds like you're saying you're giving up, that you can't want it, that you have to fake or pretend that, no, I actually don't want that anymore. And I notice that people will go to great lengths to pretend that they don't want it. For example, they just like give up. Right? They say, I don't care about it anymore. And then they'll like maybe start dating a different person, or they'll like just give up and just throw all those things away or whatever, right? I notice that people go great lengths to try to not want what it is that they desire. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that you can try to trick yourself into doing that, and you might get a hit or miss. It might be shoddy results, and you might get results with it, and then all these other people try it and it doesn't work for them. And even those people that try it and it worked for them, before long it bounces back, because they go right back to the wanting, because they're really playing games with their mind. And you don't have to trick your head. You don't have to keep tricking yourself into anything when you know who the hell you are. This is not about playing games and tricks for you to get anything. It's all yours. You just got to stop all the game playing. You got to stop playing all these dumb little rules and all these little beliefs. Stop and learn how to actually play the game like Florence Scovel Shinn, right? Play the game of life. This is light and fun. And when it comes from you knowing who you are, it is very easy, and you don't have to play all these little rules and pretend stuff, all that, all right? So let's get into the wanting though, right? Of course you want your thing. Of course you want your person. Of course you want your money. Of course you want that house. Of course you want that boat, that career. Of course you want that healthy body. Of course you want it. Hello? That's what we're supposed to want things. Why do we want things? Think about it. Where do these desires, this wanting comes from? It comes from who we are, the I am, love. Remember, I am, God is love. And love, I read this, I don't know if Deepak Chopra is his quote or someone else's, but I saw it on his Instagram post many years ago. He says, love without expression is not love. So love, who we are, seeks to express itself further, and that is why we have desires. It's love seeking to express itself and spread its beautiful self around the entire nation, the entire universe, right? Love seeks to express itself further, and that is why we have desires. So you don't want to get rid of wanting stuff. You don't want to become like this frozen version of yourself, or this robot that doesn't want anything, because if you're afraid if you want it, that it's not going to come. No. Wanting things is okay. That is how the desires come upon us, right? But what happens after First, we have a desire. We want something, okay? We want something because we're not currently in this moment, in this 3D moment, experiencing it. So, of course, we want something because it's not here. So, however, after you notice that you have a desire, you want something, right? I want you to look at it this way. That you go from, okay, I want this thing, and then you go right over to, and who am I, or what am I? I am God. I am everything. I am all of it. I am everything. I'm not missing anything. I'm not incomplete. I am not this body. I'm not limited to what this world is showing me. I am. Remember, like on my last few videos, I really got into this, that self-concept video. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I see a lot of you guys are really enjoying that video, and I'm so happy that you guys are getting light bulb moments with that as well, because going from, okay, there's this thing I want, and then the next thing I want you to do is what people normally do. They want something and they go right into the technique or scripting it or repeating it, affirming it, right? Well, when you do that, you stay in the wanting, okay? You stay in that wanting period because you keep affirming and you keep trying to make it happen with a technique. Instead, here's what I suggest that you do. You notice that there's something that you want. You go from that to remembering who you are. Well, I am everything. I am whole and complete. I am the operating power. I'm the operant power, like Neville Goddard says. I'm the one operating the power. I get to choose. My free will is where I get to choose now. It's like I notice I want something, and now I'm going to choose and direct my power. And so after that, my camera was doing something weird. After that, once you notice, okay, I want something, now I'm going to direct my power to select this thing. So I remember who I am. I am God. I am awareness. My awareness is God, right? And then you move into the being it, okay? And I love this in Course in Miracles. It says, having is being, and being is having, okay? So what most of us are used to is that we feel the having it, that once we get it, then we feel we have it. But then we feel like, okay, I'm going to take all these actions so that I can then feel and experience that I have it. Instead, right, because we consider the having it as now I can be it. Well, this is it, reversed it, right? Now we're reversing it. So now we understand that if we have it, we feel like we're being it, okay? So if I have something, of course, now I'm like being it. But now it's the reverse of it. Now we understand, and this is a law of opposites, of reversibility. Neville Goddard talks about this too. And I forgot which book it was, but he talks about it in regards to electricity. But we're not going to talk about that. So if having something feels like I'm being it now, like if I have a car, of course I can feel what it's like to be in the car because I have it. So that's what we're conditioned to do. But now we're learning, if that's true, the opposite of that is true. If it goes one way, that means we can reverse it. So if I am being it, meaning I am embodying being in my car, then I will have it. Do you see? So you got to get into going from, okay, I want it. Of course I want it. And then I got to remember, I am everything already. It's already mine. I already have it because I am whole and complete. I am God. And then you move into being it, embodying the person that is experiencing it. And when you experience it, experience that within over and over and over again within, right? Then you have it. Then the 3D tangible must prove itself to you in the 3D. It must show itself to you. Do you see? So it's when we're doing this, you notice how when I got to being it, embodying it, how can I be it and still want it at the same time. Wanting is like the first thing that happens to us. We want something. And then we go into remembering who we are. And then we slip into being it, embodying it. And that is where you can use imagination or visualizing rather, or an affirmation. But when you're at that step, you're no longer wanting it because you're being it. And think about it, when the thing actually does manifest in your life, in your 3D, you're not going to want it anymore because you're going to be it. You're going to be enjoying it. So of course you're not wanting something that you already have. That doesn't even make sense. So this isn't about stop wanting it, as far as like trying to forget it, delete it, make it not happen, ignore it, pretend that you don't want it, pretend to kick it off the pedestal. I'm more important. That's all stupid games. Right? Remember who the hell you are. Of course I want something, because desires are an expression of love expressing itself further. 2, I have it because I am everything. I am all things right now, within, at once. All right. And now I'm going to move into the being it, embodying it, because in that doing so, me persisting in that being it, it manifests into the 3D, into something tangible with the senses. Do you see? But it actually, the manifestation of it happens within. It doesn't, the 3D is an expression of the manifestation that happens within. So that manifesting, that a lot of people I think are used to hearing it manifest, is when you feel it, touch it, hear it, smell it. But the manifestation of it happens when you experience it within. And when you're being it in here, it is gonna happen out there. When? That depends on your embodying this thing, this desire that you have within. Your persistence, like Neville says, is what reduces the time, the conviction of it. So who cares if you've tried this before and you've been doing this for 10 years and you haven't got it, blah, blah, blah. Scrap everything that you've been doing. Go back to, it's okay, I want it. I understand that I am God of my reality. I understand that I'm the operant power. I am everything. I'm whole. And even if I can't fully understand this or believe this right now, doesn't matter. I am just choosing to put my focus and awareness on that my awareness is God. I'm going to keep choosing this. And the more that I do, I know that my awareness is running to me to prove this, to make it happen. And then you move into, I'm going to embody this. I'm going to declare and claim this. Remember, God declares. God doesn't ask, beg, want, hope. No, God declares things. In all the scriptures, in all these great books about manifesting spirituality, all the teachers, God declares things. He's not asking or trying or forcing or trying to trick the mind or play games with people or yourself or your subconscious. God's not trying to play games. God's just like sitting up there on the throne. It's like, that is mine. That's who I am. Let it be. Think about how God created the heavens and the earth in the Bible, how they describe it. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God said, let there be stars. And there were stars. There is no game playing there. There is no manipulating, controlling, forcing, squeezing, affirming 500,000 times a day. God said, let there be light, and let there be light. So even if you don't feel that strong conviction right now yet, you will. Why? Because you're going to consistently choose to remember that I am whole, I am complete, I am everything. And then you move into the embodying it using whatever technique you want to, or just assume it like God does. Just declare it. It's mine. And if you fall off the wagon, you start doubting and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I have a bunch of videos on what to do with all those feelings and thoughts. Those are normal, right? So what? Don't make them mean anything. Go to those, watch those videos when you're having your moment. You're just like, you know what? That doesn't matter. I'm not messing nothing up. This is just part of the sensation thing that this body does, whatever, right? But that's not who I am. That is why it's so important to put more emphasis and focus on who I am. Why does this work? So you don't get sucked into more techniques, sucked into more self-concept, and I have to change this about myself. I have to heal this part of myself. I have to figure this out. Do you see, the more that you turn to the I am, the less that you're dealing with this stuff. And pretty soon you're just gonna be like, I don't gotta do none of that stuff. I'm God, just like God. And God said, let there be light, and there was. And God said, let there be money, and there it was. And God said, let there be that healthy body, and so it was. And God said, let there be this beautiful home I live in, and there it was. Do you see? It's okay if you're not there yet. It's okay. You can get there really fast, instantly, when you turn to the I am, because remember that I am, that being right there, it's there. It's never gone. It's just waiting for you to put your awareness on it. My Instagram post, I talked about that today actually too. It's like, it is literally waiting for you patiently with arms wide open for you to turn to it and say, here am I. All right, my loves. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I intend it is. I intend it's so helpful for you. And I appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys so much. You're all so freaking amazing. Thank you for liking the videos, subscribing to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye.